Hello everyone and welcome to Astronomy Answered Simply. Today's question: do different planets affect us as humans? Okay, so it really depends on what you're referring to. If you're referring to astrology, which is, entertainment, no. In no way, shape, or form do the planets affect our mood, our, what's actually happening in the world. The only thing that's different is their relative position in the sky. None of that has any effect whatsoever on the planet. Any gravitational influence is mathematically and statistically insignificant. Any perceived influence on our lives regarding mood, values, judgments, whether we're going to be stressed or happy or sad, all of that is BS, complete nonsense, utter fabrications. If you've had experience with astrologers and their predictions came true, that's because their predictions were so broad, you made them fit into the structure in your mind. That's how they work. They're like con men or con women. They create these broad, sweeping statements that can be adjusted by your psychology to fit the context. It's self-fulfilling prophecy for many people. And it's because you want to believe that it's correct. It's because you want to believe that someone could predict the future. The reality is, no, that was literally just a lucky guess and your mind filling in the vagaries of the statement. The actual physical effects of the planets on ours, basically none. I mean, gravitationally speaking, there's minor tugs from the planets depending where we are in our orbit, but the sun really dominates gravitationally our solar system, and it's insignificant in terms of tidal effects or anything like that. Even the sun's gravity has minimal influence on the tides compared to the moon, even though the sun is 300,000 times more massive, or 1,000,000 times more massive than the Earth. It's so much farther away than the moon that we feel much less of an impact on our tides. Now, what the planets do have an impact on is our human psyche in terms of, hey, we study the planets, we're curious, we're wondering, what are they made of? Why are they here? How did they form? What does it look like on the surface of another planet? They are a source of inspiration for stories and an exploration and science and research. So in that respect, in the fact that they look like stars, but they move across the sky. Planets were originally, planet means wanderer. They were originally thought to be wandering stars until we developed telescopes and could see that they were actually, planets, not stars. So what we think of, in a way, I guess you could say that the planets do have a little bit of influence on our lives, but it's what we create. It's our own minds creating that influence. It's what we allow to happen. It's not our own, it's not some cosmic alignment or anything like that. It's how we interpret events. It's how we perceive the influence to be. I hope that helps, because I'm really trying to kind of, astronomy is science, astrology is entertainment. And that's, you'll see this throughout my videos whenever someone asks me a weird astrology type question, but there's enough science in it that I can answer it, or I will validate the question. Something like this kind of straddles the line between astronomy and astrology. So I'm answering it because I want people to understand astronomy is real science. Astrology is entertainment. Astrology is, it's fun, it's goofy to think about, but it really has no influence whatsoever on your daily life. Horoscopes mean nothing. When you were born has absolutely no influence on whether your mood is going to be good or bad one week or another. The weather has much more influence. The current events have much more influence. I don't think that has anything to do with, the patterns of the stars, because they do not align with or the patterns of the planets, because they do not align with any of that, any of the weather patterns and such like that. So thank you for watching. Feel free to ask more questions, and subscribe, and tell me what else you want to see. I promise at some point I'm going to change this over to a much more in-depth series of discussions. But I need some feedback. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.